Welcome back to the Tawny. And yeah, one of the things I like to do is make a bait room for the infestations. Probably somewhere down around here. Or maybe somewhere up here. I don't know what I'm going to decide to do with the bait room. Maybe it should go all the way out here. No, I think that sounds like a better plan. Just make sure it's in the base somewhere. And it's easily accessible. And that way the bugs have somewhere nice and juicy for them to spawn. And of course we're gonna make sure it's nice and wide and open so our soldiers can get in there and smash some bugs. 9. Nah, I think it should be 11. Out. So yeah. And that should take care of that, as far as that goes. Maybe it should have an enclosed entrance. Or something like that. Yeah, enclosed entrance is gonna be fine. Or maybe not. Oh well. If I wanted an enclosed entrance, I can just do it like this. Yep, that's gonna be it. For the bug bait. And there's advanced wind turbines completed as far as research goes. Well, it's one of these raids, so... All soldiers report for combat. Loot. Don't have a shotgun. Metricen, you... Go over there. Lawn shark. Right, you're a brawler, so you can't do that. Do you have any other kind of weapons for you? I could have sworn we had a plasma sword or something. Nope. I think I sold those. Well, this is the, I regret, my decision right now. So you did a Steel Blast Halberd. Oh. Straight into the hospital, I see. You're gonna need one. And you are straight past the, Hollywood traps, too. On that side, anyways. Or at least most of you are. Why is it always the farthest, target? That's what I want to know. I think you need to go out that way, and now they're fleeing. Except, let's just lay a bit of a trap for them. And by a trap, I mean just say hi, with all the colonists. And this is the part where I need to recall the robots before they do anything stupid. Right. Hello there. Maston. Why are you out in the combat zone anyways? Right. So that takes care of that. Time for the robots to come back. Cause boy, do we need the help. Looks like we've got an infection to deal with. Maston. They're gonna be fine. We got advanced robots on hand. And plenty of Glitterworld medicine. Ooh, hey, a masterwork sculpture, so let's go see what it is. Granite large sculpture, masterwork. This work bears an illustration of Persephone Seth, water assaulting Nezuno Lawnvoice, while Lawnvoice attacks her. Lawnvoice is visibly wounded. The head of a blood-covered archer watches over all. This artwork refers to Seth fighting Lawnvoice on 5th of December, 5504. Alright. We got a store of 42, and a gift from the Shattered Empire. Steel mace, good quality, and Ren hammer. Alright. Ooh, looks like there's been a breakup. Lawn shark and, Nita. And the final straw was use drug. Of course it was. Funnily enough, nobody can actually use the drugs in this Tawny, so don't know what that was about. Star Hunter and Seth are now lovers. Alright, Ooh, I just realized that I probably don't have a double bedroom for them. Alright. And we have a store of 100 from the Border Tree and a gift. 40 gold. And now I can finally make shuttles. So that's nice. In fact, let's make one. Or two. That also works. Oh, here's where the pod sprouted. Yeah, we had one sprout, but I wasn't sure where it was, and it turns out it's right where I need to put a granite path through. Oh well. It can just be harvested and relocated elsewhere. Nita has finally been converted over to the Nova Roman doctrine, which was the Tawny's religion, so that's nice. And there's a dragon paying us a visit. Siri here. Male true dragon. Right, that's gonna cause issues for us later, so let's do a ritual and fire one of those off. Get it a favor, and then just banish the dragon. Because that's how we deal with that issue. Right, so we got a store of 100 and a gift. Dust roll head wrap and not horn simple helmet. You know, I think I'm actually kind of overproducing rice now. Yeah, I'm at like 52,000 rice. What am I even gonna do with it all? Because I don't think I can eat it all in a year, so I'm gonna switch some of them over to cotton. Just so I can make some money. But something like this. Right, so that should cover us in terms of our rice production and our cotton production. Hopefully we can start making dent in the rice supply. I hope everybody enjoys the Jazz celebration. And it was indeed a fun one. Tasuko wants to join, and he is an Asumi's kid. So the best stat there is cooking on him, so it's that. Besides, I need somebody to man the mortars. So don't have a shotgun. Oh, you can't. You don't do violent. Never mind. Sanguine, psychopath, delicate. Alright, let's get you set up for success in this colony. Or hopefully success. You may also do the cooking. I was gonna say, assign you to the researching, but you don't do that. Alright. You can do quarrying last. And of course, copy, paste, and paste. And that takes care of that. Well, Nate is not gonna be very happy about the divorce. Yeah, negative 20. So, yeah. Expires in 23 days. I hope everybody's, has a great time at the Fair Family. And they did have a great time at the Fun Fair Family. And not Voice's dad wants to pay us a visit and stay. And it was still level 9 is the top one of Wasabi's best stats. Alright. Wasabi, how you doing? Oh, hey, you can do it. Paramaniac, I'm sorry. Oopsies. I'm never dealing with another Paramaniac ever again. I don't want to deal with that, trait. Looks like Rutala is gonna be having another kid. So, that's something to look forward to. I hope everybody enjoys their time at the Solidarity Party. And everybody did enjoy their time at the, Solidarity Party. And Wonder wants to join Sweetblade. And Nita goes off on a corpse session. Final straw was ravenously hungry. That's on you, Nita. Tasty named Sweetblade. Best at cooking, still level 10. Alright, I guess that's another chef for the Tawny, even though he got plenty of chefs. Charter, teetotaler, tough, delicate. Looks like that delicate trait is, suppressing the tough one. Okay. Go fetch a shotgun, Sweetblade. Looks like the barber treaty is paying us another visit, so that's nice. And I need to bury lands, right? Right, so young drifters desire charity. A group of poor children are approaching looking for help. The children are begging for 700 silver. They want the silver so they can buy back their friend who was recently kidnapped. Alright. I think I can spare 700 silver for you. And that takes care of that quest. Well, there's an infestation, just not in the correct place. It's in the horse disposal room. Woo! That is at -4 degrees Fahrenheit. No, seriously, how did that one... How was that one allowed? Alright, well, soldiers, report for active combat duty. We brought hostiles inbound. Oh boy. Well, this is gonna be a bit of a tough fight. Especially with the lawn boys. Yeah, this is gonna be something out of Hell Divers, I think. Alright, why are you injured? Oh, Bruce. One of, I guess he got friendly fired. Please stop trying to break my, horse disposal units. Even though they're not that much of an issue to, take care of. Right, lawn boys, go it down that way. And recall all the bots, because I forgot to do that. Oopsies. Lawn boys. Yep, I guess it's just a game of, save lawn boys. Really? You're gonna go straight through all the traps? Alright, I guess you can be bashed over the head. Alright, you two head up there and go provide support to Tacito, who is getting absolutely murdered by those insects because I kind of forgot. So yeah, that's a bit oopsies on my part. And I do believe that's the last of them. We lost a crematorium. No, so that's not good. Oh well, we still have the other one. And yep, that really is the last of them. So I need to rebuild that frozen column. Have somebody close those doors and you are dismissed from combat duties. And reactivate the bots. Looks like Taro and Colleen are now lovers. Alright. Excuse you. That's a guest. Well, the star of the show is the Avali, and I guess Colleen is just gonna have to be disappointed. But you know what? Hippity hoppity. Yoink. Ally now neutral. Yeah, that ruined that relationship. Oh well. I hope everybody enjoys this Unity Advent. Except they did not enjoy their Unity Advent. Looks like we got a score of 100 out of the Barber Treaty, and a gift. 337 silver. Okay. Looks like everybody enjoyed their collective fiesta and it was fun. And I wonder who wants to join. Best at crafting, skill level 11. I'm gonna stop accepting people now. Well, we finished up that endless progress research, so let's put another one on the list like so. Looks like the Shattered Empire is paying us another visit. I hope they enjoy their stay. Well, the Shattered Empire enjoyed their stay, gave us a score of 100, and a gift. Ryan's Burning Light Machine Gun. Our author unknown. This weapon is engraved with the portrayal of a goose hawk looking Ultramarine plane blast shot with 5 jewelers. A large drip of bandits appear in the lower part of the image. This styles romantic with purest elements. Alright. And Thero has been successfully converted to our religion. So yeah, please welcome Thero. Officially to the Nova Roman doctrine. Oh dear, I think we might have to go save that traitor. Nita. Since you're the closest one over there. Get out there and go save the, go save, Matty's life. Alright, so that takes care of that hellbore. Rescue. And... rescue. Death in 7 hours. And never mind, they're gonna live. Looks like the Alliance of Farion are paying us a visit. I hope they enjoy their stay. Well, I guess the entire hotel area is used. And right as I said that, the first batch of guests left and gave us a store of 82. And a gift. 7 medicine. Okay. And we are now allies with, Goa. So that's nice. Looks like the colony is dealing with goutworms. Jumper, Collian, Maston, Thero, and Luke all have goutworms, so I guess that's gonna be an issue for the ER bots to sort out. Looks like Jumper has food poisoning. Cause vegetarian fine meal. And it was cooked by an incompetent chef, apparently. Ooh, hey, a masterwork. Let's go see what it is. And it's one of those beds. This one to be exact. Eggplants. This furniture is engraved with an image of Lancers playing backgammon. The workers is shaded in hues of purple and white. In addition to that, the lower part of the image is dominated by a salamander. Alright. Well, it appears it's Jumper's turn for the corpse obsession. Poor Lance. We have a score of 93 and a gift from the Alliance. 101 silver. Alright. You know, I wonder why Lance hasn't been buried again in his sarcophagus. It is assigned to Lance. So why won't they put him in? Where he belongs. Yeah. That's gonna be an issue. Because seriously. What is this even a thing? I think I just had to build another sarcophagus. Oh well. It is what it is. Yeah, I think that was the issue. Well, anyways, if you run into that issue, just build a different sarcophagus and that'll fix the problem. Plus it allows me an excuse to replace the wooden sarcophagus with a granite one. How lovely. Well, I see Nita's still upset by that divorce. From Longshade. Well, the Illuminati enjoyed their stay and gave us a score of 90 and a gift. 24 plastio. Alright. Well, that's another increase of melee damage by 2.5% permanently. Yeah, you can straight up increase your melee damage by that mod. Let's do it again. You know what, let's actually start messing with the Royal Tribute Collector. And by that I mean go, cough up some gold. So, that would be your job, Jumper, and since you get, honor for fulfilling the tradition, well, we're gonna be putting that on Jumper. Just since, he's the, academic. Let's just clear out all the gold. Pre-order title. Yep, that was just a free title. Oh boy, Manhunter Pack, and that's the cue to lock everybody in the base. And not let them out. Yes, that's how you do that. So if you're wondering where the way of doing it for the people is, well, it's in the schedule. Well, I guess we just now have a pet turkey. Oh no, those poor traders. And combat suppliers, and royal tribute collectors. Well, I guess I can deal with the issue for me. Just seriously, look at him go. Yeah, I don't think the Shattered Empire is gonna be very happy with me. Oh well, it's not my problem, you see. Even though I'm probably gonna end up trying to rescue as many as I can. Alright, all combat units, go report for active combat duty. Yeah, everybody has a weapon. Although I think this might actually just be an issue of hollow traps. And it was indeed an issue of hollow traps. That saves the day. Well, anyways, time to go rescue as many as I can. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to rescue anybody from the traders that came in. Oh well. I can at least grab their loot, right? And that's the other benefit. Right, and assuming don't rescue, bring this, Rental. You may rescue that person. And that means you get, mazes. Everybody else is dismissed. Right, I was going to be wondering why you had the combat symbol. And Star Hunter is having a tantrum. Reason? Tired. Alright. Unrestricts that and let everybody out of the cage, essentially. But before I forget, rescue Marbles or whatever. I'm pretty sure I butchered that one. Unpronounceable is what I'll say. Well, it looks like Sapphire wants to try and give up. Hold that thought. Because I need a prison cell. Oh well, I guess it can be one of the guest rooms. Go grab a Sapphire, please. And someone go haul in the shotgun. Tis the season for lung rot. Ratal now has lung rot. And yeah, I was able to save 4 pawns from the Empire. So I hope they're happy with me. And it looks like the Shattered Empire is paying us a visit. I hope they enjoyed their stay. Speedy is officially a child. They're now, old enough to patient bed rest childcare basic call and clean. Why couldn't they do patienting at the very least, when, they were that age? Remain honest. And, do I have any kid stuff for them in terms of clothing? Actually, I do. And yep, Speedy's down 3, so that's straight. Upgrade's turn for a tantrum. Ugly environment was the final straw. And it's just random things in her room. Sapphire went berserk. And the absolute worst possible spot for that to happen. Yeah, in between all these soldiers. They all have shotguns. Actually. Go melee attack. And deal with Sapphire that way. Alright. They're down. Star Hunter, go rescue Sapphire. And yep, the only injury that could have resulted in Sapphire's death was the stab for the knot horn. And I see Upgrade is having a tantrum. And it's immediately getting fixed by all the builder bots, so that's nice. Well, there was one casualty in the tantrum. It was a Light. Go figure. Looks like we are now allied to the Shattered Empire, so that's nice. The last event was Member Resident Map Healthy. Well, I think it's high time we go and pick up our relic, so let's accept that quest. And let's see now. Where would it be? Farming work site? No. Farming work site? Nah, I think those are all farming work sites. Yep. Ancient complex. Hidden installation. Right, so maybe not that one. Ancient complex. Right, so what was that quest again? Oh, I need to watch for opportunities. Looks like those we rescued have become gas, so that's nice. You know what? It's high time to upgrade these solar panels into their advanced counterparts. And we now have a legendary work. Sapphire created a steel large sculpture legendary. Let's go see what it is. I think that's right in Rental's room. On the sculpture is an illustration of Peter Tail, turning in pages of pop dust on minerals and drilling, absorbing the knowledge within while relaxing in her favorite reading nook. There's a sense that some secrets are yet to be uncovered. The smiling head of a crazy chuck watches over all. The work is infused with the idea of happiness and is done in a modern style. This image relates to Cleartail finishing pop dust on minerals and drilling on the section of Judas 5505. So in other words, it's, reading. Alright. Straight into Rental and Jumper's room. Speaking of Rental, I think somebody might be close to having a kid. Star Hunter, don't rescue Rental. Yep, she's on the 3rd trimester of a pregnancy. Plus lawn rot, so that's not fun. Star Hunter's off on a side wonder, so have fun. Ooh, hey, another masterwork. Yep, loot. And it's a Devil Strand formal vast. So that's gonna be a hefty chunk of money for us in the bank. 725 silver in terms of market value. Oh, hey, another Steel Orange Sculpture masterwork. Also by Sapphire. Let's just see what it is. This sculpture shows Sapphire finally giving up under stress and seemingly without reason. She is tearing at her own clothes. The vertical structure of the image almost conflicts with its symbol and style, though few would expect that dozens of dart bots appear to the right of the main scene. This artwork refers to Sapphire giving up in despair and 8th of Judas 5505. Actually, that didn't get very far. Loot's turn for a sad wonder. Well, I hope everybody enjoys the Just Celebration. And they did indeed enjoy the Just Celebration. It was fun, too. Well, we finished up the Endless Progress research, so, that's nice. Let's do it again. And we got a score of 23. Alright. I hope everybody enjoys this fair family. Well, it was rather boring, according to the, people who went. And Rental is in labor, so that's happening. Whether we like it or not. So, Rental, you're going to the hospital for childbirth. Everybody who is up gets to watch. I think is the official policy on that one. Or something like that. Well, that's everybody who is up, so I guess it's out to the hospital. Well, the child was a healthy birth, so that's nice. Name baby. Rhea. Kazai. You know what, sure. Oh, hey, Harms. You know what, sure. That kid can be Harms. We had a solidarity party to celebrate it, and well, it was apparently rather boring, according to the people who went. Another day, another masterwork. Sapphire. Jade sculpture, large. This piece represents a builder bot tier 3 putting together a sarcophagus all covered in grime. Thousands of bakers marvel at the sarcophagus. A viscera-covered grasshopper floats in the lower part of the image. This image tells the story of the builder bot, tier 3, finishing construction of a sarcophagus on the 5th of Judas, 5505. Alright. And yeah, putting that jade sculpture bumped it up to unbelievably impressive when it was just rich before. And Loot somehow managed to piss off Avalon 3 times in a row. Oh boy, another Manhunter pad. Lock up all the robots in Area 1, along with all the people, and then just let the Manhunter pad tie to the Hollow traps, as is tradition. Oh, it's Rapticon. Well, I'm gonna have all the soldiers out there in front. And just in case they manage to get past the Hollow traps. Surprisingly enough, none of them got past. Alright. It was one of those better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it moments. We got a score of 37 from Illuminati. And a gift. Somehow, to the world medicine. Okay. And of course there's lawn rot. Why wouldn't there be lawn rot? Lawn voice and lawn chained. Well, it's not Spy's turn for lawn rot. Another day, another masterwork. Sapphire, again. Describing depicts the lawn-chained building in sarcophagus while smiling proudly. The sarcophagus appears to tower above lawn-chain. This imagery relates to lawn-chain finishing construction on a sarcophagus on 5th of Judas, 5505. Yeah, I've got a feeling that I'm going to be getting a ton of those saints to, the tomb that I built. Just, put it there. Sweet Blade's having a tantrum, so that's targeting random furniture items and structures in her room. Well, just random items and structures and furniture. Sapphire's having a psychotic mock, so I guess she can go have fun with that. Reason wasn't present. We got a store sits from the trade bazaar and a gift. Must swallow burger. Good. And of course, there's a Unity advent going on. Well, I think that got cancelled since most of them just left. And it was, of course, boring. Day 333, Collian and Cleartail have gotten into a bit of a social kerfuffle. Well, it looks like Seth and the Star Hunter are getting married, so yeah, that's happening over here. On day 334. Well, there it is. Well, that marriage ceremony is completed, and Assumi decided to draw off on a sad wonder. Eight without tables is the final straw. And we immediately had a breakup. Lucha and, Londadder are no longer married. Well, that's awkward. Looks like Sapphire has created yet another Jade Large sculpture. Legendary. Let's go see what it is. This drawing bears a representation of Builderbot Tier 3 polishing the surface of a spy trap while smiling proudly. Sits clerks marvel at the spy trap. The whole image is depicted by the careful arrangement of 1,000 circles. This depiction tells the story of Builderbot Tier 3 finishing construction on a spy trap on 8th of Judas, 5505. Okay. Ooh, hey, Tartopods. Let's go see what's inside. And they're down around over here, and it is chicken eggs. 54 of them, to be exact. Yoink! Well, I think it's high time to replace the fences over here with granite, so they don't burn down anymore. Well, that's a 2.5% increase to our immunity gain speed permanently, so that should help out with the immunity system we're working under. If you remember from the Avali. Yep, weak immunity. Looks like Sapphire has made another masterwork, and it's about Builderbot Tier 3 finishing construction on a spy trap on 8th of Judas, 5505. Okay. And it looks like some turbos are going to be paying us a visit. I don't think they're going to make it past the Holly of Traps, though. One of them is already down, and another one is dead. So yeah, I was right. They weren't going to make it all past the Holly of Traps, and another one goes down. And we have some visitors. Let's see now. Are the other two going to make it out? And this one went down. So we just have 3 thrombo horns now, so that's great. Terrible for the thrombos themselves, though. But great for the colony. Okay, looks like there's a drone intel hat that has information about Anlight. You can have the code that will force it to land at Senior's time site. To get the information hacked into the drone computer, hacking takes time, but those strong in the intellectual skill can speed up the process. Wasted from tossing tool will detect the drone's energy signature. As long as it's present, they'll send the attackers approximately every 8 hours to destroy it and steal the wealth they think it contains. You'll have some time to prepare defenses around it before they arrive. After landing, the space drone will self-destruct in 30 days. Alright. So I guess it's just time to crank out those turrets. on either side, I guess. Since, yeah, that's what I'm about these days, is just turrets. Right, so let's go search a scientist on it. Natsumi, you're at 19. I think that's gonna be your job when you wake up. And Natsumi has a hatching speed of 159%, so that's nice. And the first turret is online. Or at least it would be if there was some power out to it, but there isn't. And that's just tragic. And there's the first raid. Alright, so the turrets are coming online, so that's lovely. I think. It's either that or that's just the shotguns. Okay, Natsumi, you need to leave. And they're fleeing, so that's great. So, Natsumi, go at the spaceship again. Alright, so now the turrets have power, so that's good. And it was successfully hacked. And it's gonna blow. Okay, Natsumi. Right, so that's that quest completed. And since the turrets are solely here for that quest, well, they can be, well, recycled. Oh boy, a raid. Going to lock everybody in the, base. And it's Neanderthals. Okay. Right, everybody that can fight, don't report there. You go to the temple. And, yeah, I think that should do it. Upgrade, can you actually fight? Or, yeah, you don't fight. Well, at least, more people are getting full loadouts of, shotguns. Oh boy, that's a green dragon. Hold on. Well, now I'm happy I had the soldiers all standing outside. Right there, where they can, actually deal with the enemy. We kill all the bots. And let's see now, what should have you needed, repair? Yeah, that's one. Go send somebody out to fix it. Oh dear. Looks like Tab 4 is trying to run away. At some point. Yeah, I think this is just a case of line them up and knock them down. And now they're leaving. Alright. Well, that's what I like to call a successful raid. Nobody got hurt. And the only issue left over is a Saddlewinder from Natsumi, and that's not very much of an issue at all. And here we have another masterwork. Sapphire, again. And it looks like a sculpture of a builder bot, tier 3 polishing the surface of a spike trap with a satisfied expression. And yeah, the spike trap appears to tower above the builder bot, tier 3. This illustration tells the story of the builder bot tier 3 finishing construction on a spike trap on 2nd of October 5505. Hey, we have a story of 53 and a gift. Auto pistol, normal quality. So yeah, Zippy's off on an insulting spree, and I think that's the first one that I've seen. Looks like the Illuminati are paying us another visit, so that's nice. Bastion's turn for a tantrum, and the target is small wall screen television. Alright, nah, fun. I guess I'll just replace that one. Which one did you blow up? Oh, it's this one. In the rec room, because, why wouldn't it be? Oh well, I brought this, Wall Street television, already there. So it's not like, that was important or anything. We have a store of 26 from the Illuminati, and a gift. 25 plasteel. We now have an extra 2.5% increase of accuracy factor to our long-range weapons, so that's nice. If only we were actually using long-range weapons. En masse, anyways. Unfortunately, we seem to have, locked ourselves into ULM shotguns. Oh well, it is what it is. Now, run that research again. Wonder what happened to you, Elder Black Dragon. Let's check the health stat. Oh, you ate some, Mosmere drought. Well, that would explain it. Well, everybody had a fun just celebration. In fact, it was so fun that a Wanderer wants to join, and it's, Kazuto's daughter. Alright. Luckily, I brought some more rooms. Yeah, I'm making an exemption for, relationships like that one. You may have this room. Marrow? Pretty sure I butchered that. Oh well. Well, I hope everybody enjoys their time at the Fair Family. And they did indeed enjoy that Fair Family. It was a fun one, too. Well, the Elder Black Dragon and John has been drunk so long that it's become malnourished to an extreme degree, I might add. So that must be fun for it to deal with. 2.5 days to recover. Will I be having some dragon for lunch or at some point? Or I can just try and tame it and have a pet. Everybody enjoyed that solidarity party. In fact, they enjoyed it so much they had an unforgettable time. And a Wanderer wants to join. They're getting rejected, however, since, yeah. I think I tapped out on the amount of colonists for right now. And we are indeed having dragon for lunch. How tragic. Sapphire. Right, never mind, a hauling bot already has that on hand. And of course, this poor squirrel got trapped in this, little bathrooms area. Yep, it's just, gonna die there, I guess. Or I could just be nice and let it out. I think that's the actual solution that I'm going to go for. And then we rebuild that wall. And said squirrel is malnourished. Minor, though. And I think that butterbot might, nope. Either of you gonna do that? Alright, time to let that, squirrel out. And squirrel is free! At last. Looks like we have another batch of visitors. And it's the Barber Treaty. I hope they enjoy their time. Or they could just be too broke. That's also the option. Yeah. Oh boy, a manhunter pack. Well, time to lock everybody in the base, as per usual. And just pretend the issue doesn't exist. Because it functionally doesn't exist. Oh no, those poor visitors. They're gonna get, immediately grabbed by the, manhunter pack. Whoops. Yeah, that was not my fault. Or I can just, take all the soldiers and go play with our new toys, aka the ULM shotguns. And other stuff that we have from that mod. Or most of them could just die to the Hollywood traps. That's also an option for the, murder sauce. Well, that one just got obliterated. Yeah, I think this is a case of line them up and knock them down. Well, that was pretty simple to do. Oh well, I guess that's what happens when you spam out the ULM shotguns. And it's just time to release everybody from the restricted area. And, do that robot some repairs. Done. If I can even select it properly. Ah, here, there it is. Of course there's Lawn Rot. Why wouldn't there be Lawn Rot? It's, Lawn Chain, Lawn Boys, and Soren. Let's see if we can actually rescue a Banba here. Tall Dagger. That's not new. Yoink. Right, so that might take care of that. You know, I think lung rot might just be a bit too common if you ask me. 'Cause seriously, everybody seems to get lung rot after a manhunter pat. Or a raid from all those rotting corpses. Yeah, that's one of the things I'd like to see adjusted in Rimworld. It's just to make that disease less common. Well, I hope everybody enjoys their time at the Unity Advent. And yeah, that Unity Advent was pretty boring. Well, it looks like the tribespeople from the Borbid Treaty are taking a wounded death, so that must be Banba that they're taking back with them. Alright. Ooh, hey, more goats. Let's see, do I already have a goat herd? Yes I do. We now have 3 too many goats. Let's see now. Male adult, I'm gonna count this at 10. Same with the females. Just so I can get a, good amount of, goat meat in the storage system. Like so. I hope everybody enjoys this collective fiesta. Unfortunately, it was rather boring. In fact, they're bored to tears, I'd say. Looks like Nita is having a tantrum. Level purge trash. What's the final straw? Oh, right line destroyed. Oh, you got something that you weren't supposed to. Wait, I'm pretty sure that was a Jod. And yeah, teetotaler. No drugs allowed for anybody. On that note, I probably should have had everybody have 3 herbal medicine on them at all times. Something like this. Yeah, I need to make a new lawn for her. Where would those be anyways? Oh, over here, right? Under the tots and stuff. Prosthetic arm, leg, heart, implant, no, 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 and no. Oh, detoxifier line. Right, that's the thing that I'm looking for. And yeah, that's 3.2 days to recover left. And of course you need a new one. Alright, we already have one. So, Nita. Show report to surgery. You did a new lung today. Install detoxifier line, left, right line. Tall dagger. Followed up by a couple of emergency bot tier 3s. If we have them. And we do. Alright. Time for you to get that done. Nice timing, you idiot. Mad Hive. Where are they coming in? Oh, it's the, kind of right, it's gonna be the Hallway of Traps issue. Right. I'm just gonna ignore them and pretend they're not an issue. See how that does for me. Alright, so Nita, how are you doing? I see Tall Dagger is still working on that lund. Or at least getting you one. Hopefully they let me finish this up first. And it was indeed successful. Right. Tried you all the way over there. It's up to you. You need some weapons, right? You don't do that, so you don't get summoned. Just its team and honest, I guess. Well, I think this might actually just be a Hallway of the Traps issue. And one soldier just went off on a food binge. Not good. Oh well, at least it's not a murderous rage. And it was, indeed, a Hallway of Traps issue to sort out. Alright, time to bring all those Scyther courses in and process them down into their components for the loot, of course. Nita's back on her feet again, so that's great. Looks like Zippy and Cleartail are lovers now. Lawn Boys, do you remember that bedroom? Yeah. I think you're getting kicked out, so... Zippy and Cleartail, right? Yep, Cleartail. Alright, so that takes care of that. And you may have this bedroom. Lawn Boys. Well, I finally figured out why the high-tech research branches weren't in use by all the scientists. It's because they weren't all hooked up to the wall-mounted multi-analyzer, so none of them were being used. And I finally figured that one out. And that's an increase of eating speed by 2.5% permanently. Do that one again, please. Yes, we now have repeatable research as Alos Stellaris. Of course, that's just a mod that you have to go on to the workshop to download. Looks like Seth is pregnant, so that's pretty fun to deal with. Yeah. Looks like we still had the crib from last time. And oh hey, a new batch of visitors. It's the Dory Run Alliance. Oh well. Yeah, aka the Unpronounceable Alliance. Looks like a boomerang got into the Hollywood chest, and there's a marriage going on. Tara and Collian. Do I have a room for you? Yes, I do. Reassign there. And yes, I am switching over the stool to be entirely granite. Well, assuming it's not for the furniture anyways. Or that toy box. You know, sortless bits more something like this. Yeah, that's the rest of it burning down to the ground now. And it's made entirely out of granite. So that's great. Just need to put in some more lights. Well, we just got a store of 91 and a gift. 47 gold. Let's see now. Items. Yeah, I'm thinking just starting to use these sculptures I make as gifts for the other factions that are around. Alright. Alright, let's see how far I can get this one to go. Oh, pretty far. I think the Bourbon Treaty gets the first gift. Alright, let's see if the Shattered Empire would like a gift. +7. Yes, they would. And the Shattered Empire accepted your gift, but they didn't appreciate it. I wonder why. Well, I guess the Bourbon Treaty is getting 1800 jade then. Right, Bourbon Treaty. Let's see how much you appreciate this, and +62. Alright. Yep, from 6 relations to 68. Gave gifts. So I guess the whole giving out jade as gifts is working out pretty well for me right now. Looks like Harms is officially a child. Yep, patient team, bed resting, childcare basic, hauling and cleaning. Remain colonist. As per usual. And let's just get you set up for life in the colony for right now. I guess you can be hauling. Yeah, you don't need to do any child care, considering you are a child yourself. Well, that's an increase of melee damage factor by 2.5% permanently. And also a master has been created, on-chain. Okay. Reflector carapace. You know what? Let's try and get in one more endless progress completed. Well, there's a travel terminal subquest. You've learned of an ancient terminal that contains information about the end line. However, the terminal is surrounded by a travel village and the locals venerate it. They aren't part of any major faction. They're willing to let you visit on the pretense of worshipping it, but they will attack you. When you touch it, you can attack the village from the outside or enter peacefully and try to quickly escape with the data from the terminal. Alright. Oh, not too far then. Well, I'm gonna load up the shuttle. Can I really not load them up at the same time? Oh well, it is what it is. So set to load. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking everybody with a ULM shotgun loadout. You know what? Izumi. Get in the shuttle. Right. I've got one more person that I can actually take. Launch. Choose landing spot. I want to try and land right on top of it and see if I can actually get away with it. Well, here we go. Yep. This is kind of one of the strategies of all time, so had to Izumi. I know they're all awesome. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be much of a match for the ULM shotgun strat. And I'm pretty sure I can just kill them all with this. Right, so that takes care of that village. Alright, everybody, get in the shuttle. Wow, Ratal, what happened to you? Let's see, nose shot off, left ear shot off, bionic arm, left kidney, detoxifier kidney, left leg, stab, double... Really? Actually, get in. And get in, and yeah, we're going home. Because of course there's a raid. Where is the raid? Oh, in the other map. Where I'm going to be leaving pretty soon. In like 2 seconds. Right, that's how we go. So, yeah. Bye-bye, raiders. And that's the quest completed. And it looks like one of the tents has a growth moment. 13, which is the only one. And, recluse. Alright. So, what's the other quest for the... End light, or something like that. Covered compound mission. I'll tell you, Lieutenant Thomas, unknown threat. Yeah, no. Right, so, these are all loaded up with steel. All of them. Yep, 300 steel apiece. I think the Barba Treaty is getting some steel. Plus 13. Alright, Why didn't the other badge go? Well, we increased our relations from 81 to 93, Dave Deft, and we are now aligned to the Barba Treaty. Okay. Right, I guess the Illuminati is getting in Deft. Uranium. Right, top one has to go to them too. Okay, from 72 all the way up to 100 for relations. Looks like Speedy has a growth moment. Let's see now. Shooting, animals, intellectual, and social. Either psychically dull, neurotic, volatile, careful shooter, tortured artist, or fast walker for Speedy. I'm pitching fast walker so Speedy can live up to their name. And we have a score of 88 from the Illuminati, and a gift. 20 medicine. Okay. Oh boy, another day, another Metanoid cluster. Alright, where is it? Oh, where's the shield? For the Metanoid cluster, or is there no shield this time around? Oh, I don't think there is a shield this time around. I'm gonna double check though. Yep, no shield to report. So I guess this is a case of just open fire with the mortars. Hold fire, set for target, destroy that building, and... all of you report for active combat duty. Except for you two. Because you don't do combat, recall on the bots. Lock everybody in the base. And hand out the marching orders. Alright, so marching orders are successfully passed out, so... open fire! And here comes the reinforcements for the Metanoids. I don't think they're gonna get past the Hollywood traps. Especially with the expansion it's had. And there goes the climate adjuster. So that's that taken care of. I think it's time to just take out the Met gestators first. Oh boy. Sapphire's turn for corpse obsession. And I think we're just gonna have to clean out the turrets manually. It stinks, but it is what it is. So hopefully our shotguns are up to the task. And Lawnways has decided to hide in the room. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, so that's that taken care of. Take out that med capsule, please. Right. And that's that Metanoid cluster dealt with. Looks like the Hellbore has a Darwin Award wish. Speedy, time to live up to your name. And run the other way. Where is that Hellbore? Oh, it's there. Yeah. How did you get out? Anyways. Oh well. It is what it is. But yeah, I think it's time to take out that Hellbore before it causes any more issues with, Jumper. If, we even get there in time. And we did not. Oh well, we're still gonna take out that, Hellbore. Consider it payback for munching on one of our, herd animals. Like so. And that takes care of that. Well, that's an increase of our immunity gain speed by 2.5%. Time to do that one again. Looks like there's an affair going on. Seth and Orers. Seth is married to Star Hunter. That's a problem. Oh dear. Seth. Oh no. Yeah. That's gonna be an issue. Well, that's another affair. Rental is having an affair with Huntsman. Rental is married to Jumper. Oh boy. Well, the visitors enjoyed their stay and gave us a score of 80 and a gift. Pepper's bow and great bow, good quality. Ultra today 365, by the way. It has now been 1 full year. And, yeah, looks like, the Mad Tribe is paying us a visit. It's one of those, sit around and wait. Right, so, lots of robots in the base. Well, behind the walls. Same with the people. And we're just gonna let the Hollywood Trash deal with this mess. Well, here they come. And hopefully, well, the Hologram Traps is definitely up to the first batch of robots. Now, how about the other batches? Well, just in case, I'm gonna be moving out the soldiers to the entrance anyways. Just in case, you know? Mostly because of that War Queen worries me. Well, there goes the Centurion. And the War Queen. And there goes the rest of them. So yes, the Hologram Traps was up for the task. Anyways, time to free everybody from their restrictions. And let them go past the walls now. Well, welcome to day 366. It's been now more than 1 year. So yeah, I guess the Avali have successfully survived their year on the cliffs. So this is where I'm gonna leave off the series right now. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video and its playlist all over social media to help out the channel and the algorithm for free. And if you want to support the channel financially, there's a link to my Ko-Fi in the description below, where you can do exactly that for as little as $1 a month. There's also the Amazon General Affiliate route if you want to do that route and support the channel that way, and you happen to need anything off of Amazon. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, or whenever the next one is posted. So see you then. Bye.